I am back. Can't believe that. Woo, let's do it again, y'all. Let's do it again. Maybe not so long. Not as long as we did. But we're going to do it again. Hey, Willie Spencer. I'm back. Sip, sip. Hey, Keisha. We missed you earlier. Ooh, and it was a good. But some more stuff is popping off. Hey, Carrie. Hey, hey, hey. Girl, you better sip some tea. You cannot get hers now. Come on in, tea sippers. Come on in. Hey, Chelsea. Y'all, please make sure y'all go back. If y'all hate Floyd Stevens, if y'all missed that live early afternoon, please go back and check it out. It was very good live. Very good live. I caught that playback. Awesome. Did you enjoy it? Keisha, did you enjoy it? I had to go and get on out before I started dropping tears. Woo! Lord, 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 Lord. Awesome, thank good, good, good. Appreciate that. So, please hit the like button, please. So let me start here. Oh, I guess I need to wait a little bit for the regular piece. Was I about to go in? I was about to go in. Lord. Y'all, listen. Is P. Diddy faking? Is him faking? Is Shim faking? Did he hear us laughing at him the other day about that booty oil? AunTeaFee, we had good service. We had a good live earlier. I can't talk about the Listen. Him being rushed to the hospital. I know they finna say it's something else, but I don't know. Shoot. I don't know. I heard something about the other day about his knee, but heck, this says Sunday, February the 2nd. Son was at the hospital late last night. This wasn't the other day. Huh? Yeah, they look, Queen of Star. Oh my goodness. Huh? For what? Let me see. Didn't I find a video to watch? Okay, yeah. I did. Where I put it? Okay, so why he was just trying to see if they was gonna give him some strong meds to get high. Oh, okay, Chelsea. You know, I was thinking too, maybe Bubba was getting a little too rough and he was trying to say he was sick to be put in PC, you know. Is he in protective custody? Or do they got him in general population? Where him at? You know, is he faking the funk to avoid a spanking, a tap ass. Nancy, what's that other lady name? Nancy something. When I was looking for this Bubba, yeah, when I was looking to see what was happening, that Nancy Grace lady was saying somebody had a knife attack. He's in general. Oh, he in GP. That ass is up for grabs. AunTeaFee, you had an amazing live earlier. Please stay in the light, Caroline. Stay in the light, baby. Get in the light. You about to go dark. Oh, Lord. Before I go there, I'm trying to let the oldie but goodies come on in. I was trying to tell y'all about Finesse. Finesse going through something, baby. Before I go over there and see what they're talking about Diddy. Yeah, Nancy Grace said something about a knife the other day. I gotta check that out. So maybe we need, okay, but before I do, for it disappear, Fatness said, he talking to the Lord because he got his praying hands up. Where did I go wrong? Please give me a sign. Ooh, he feeling it, ain't he? Him feeling it? Fatness feeling it, ain't he? Where did we go wrong? Why don't you tell me what wrong? We're king, so maybe we can fix it. Where did we go? I can't even get it out. Playing too much, huh? He saying, where did we go wrong? Lord, maybe we can fix it. Did he say something up in here? I told you, Fatness. Didn't I tell Fatness his ass was going back to prison? Didn't I tell him that about a month ago? You better humble yourself. That man killed that baby mama recently. This man, what man? Yeah, where did you see that? I saw that somewhere and I tried to look for it. I couldn't find it. Hey, honey bears, hey. Where did you see that at, Chelsea? I did see somebody, but where did you see it at? Because I was trying to find it. The baby mama that was, that got pregnant by, Marta, yeah, I'll wait for it to come out. Are you talking about the one that got pregnant by Are you talking about the one in Memphis? Which baby mama? No, this young lady was dark skinned. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll wait for it to come out. Cause what I saw from the people who know him, they was more on King than they was about the baby mama. And I'm not saying it ain't gonna come out, but I just needed more details because my first mind went to the girl who in Houston. Yeah. Recently in Texas. So why would I thought the new baby mama was in Houston And them other ones was in Memphis. Yeah, and I don't know who that is. I don't know. I don't know him. So I can't I don't know. Let me find this where I had it marked with about oh boy. I see the article. I see about the plane. Let's see. Y'all ready? No, her baby daddy did it. Let me go here. I saw something else I wanted to talk about too. So I got the plane. Another plane fire. So some with the plane. If they ain't crashing, they catching on fire. What's going on? Honey Bear's rat 2 times. Lord isn't available at that time. Yeah, baby, honey, he should have. I had a good service today. We had a good live. I'ma try to keep it right, but baby, you should have been listening to AunTeaFee when I was trying to tell that ass that your ass was on your way back to jail. Because you forgot to be humble. You started out humble and you lost your mind. That's looking at these planes, y'all. In Houston. Who tampering with the planes? I'm beginning to believe these planes are being tampered with. I was trying not to go there, but we ain't never had this many plane incidents. Yeah, we ain't never had these many incidents with planes. Back to back. Just ain't never happened in all my life. United Airlines plane catch fire at Bush Airport. When this start happening? So let's check this out for Houston. Let's see what they say. What you saying? Before I go to them people. This happened today. Why I can't get no volume on us up here?
A fire on the runway. As you can see right here, this is some of the pictures and of the plane and of the information. No one has been hurt. That's the great news. Passengers could be heard in video posted on social media, obviously panicking as flames burst out of one of the airplane's wings. As the aircraft began to roll forward for takeoff, most likely an engine, I would believe. I'm not sure at this time. This is still just happening. United Airlines Flight 1382, an Airbus A320, aborted its takeoff at the George Bush Intercontinental Airport due to an engine issue. So this was an engine issue. Once again, the good news, no one was hurt. And the issue, it was caught before it was able to take off. 104 passengers, 5 crew members were on board. Make sure you're following me right here. I'll bring you the breaking news.
You know, it's
everybody at State Bond.
As much as I travel, I'm like, Lord, for real? Please, don't. Let me go here. Let's listen. I'm like, okay, I don't need this in my. I don't need this. I don't need this at all. Let's listen to what they said.
We are following some breaking news out of Houston, Texas, after a United airplane caught fire at Bush's airport right there. It did have to be evacuated. So far, no reports of any injuries, but I did want to share some video that's coming into our studio. Take a listen.
Oh, it's on fire! Oh my God. Please get us on fire.
Get us out of here. Tyrell V, what's my title? What's my title? Tyrell V, guest. Guest, what is my title? Tell me what my whole title is before I remove you. What is my title? Ty dumb ass. Yeah. Read the whole title, dumbass, before you come over here with that stupid shit. Okay? Okay? We don't troll over here. People who troll over here gets removed because you silly and you trifling, and all you have to do is play and joke and hide behind a mask. Yeah, because that's all you have to offer. We are mature adults over here. We don't stay in trouble. We don't hide from shit. We don't start messing, hide our hands. So next time, read the whole title, dumbass, before you come over here playing with me, because I'm not going to play with you. Say bye to Tyrell, dumbass. Y'all say bye. Wave bye to Tyrell, dumbass. Hey, stop playing. This right here just told me this was done to make it look like American Airlines was at fault for what really happened last Wednesday, because they blamed them immediately. You think that's what it is? I think somebody is intentionally playing with AunTeaFee done said it. I had a good one earlier. No trolls, none of that. And the nerve. It's nighttime, baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they tried that. They tried that. Okay. Well, I think it's gonna be. Okay, so who, Chelsea? Was that Chelsea? I think it is going to be about who is in who's in office right now. Never happened before until he took office. Another plane went down in Texas today. I think it's about who's in office. I think that I think it's a reflection of who's in office, and I'm beginning to think is some of this stuff is on purpose. So who not checking the planes? They should have just sat in the corner and listen. And now, yeah, they come in trolling. They come in playing. Come in playing. Yeah. Sometimes I be expecting it. You know what I mean? Why would you come in here telling me about my title? Did it not say breaking news? First they said breaking news. Then they said planes. I said breaking news. And I had a few things. Now, just because I choose which order I go in, that's my business on my platform. Okay. Yeah, let's go. So that's what I think. I think right now it's about to be a reflection of who's in office, because it never happened before. Yeah, that's what I think until I start hearing something else. That's my take. It definitely is on purpose. I think it's on purpose.
So please get us on. So far, this is
So that was some video right there that we did want to share with you from our Fox 26 Houston. Meanwhile, you are taking a live look at Houston, Texas right now. I did want to share some more information about the flight from Houston to New York that did have to be evacuated after it caught fire during takeoff. That's according to the FAA. And the very latest is that the FAA says the crew of United Airlines Flight 1382 had to stop their takeoff from George Bush Intercontinental Airport because of a reported engine issue that happened at around 8:35 a.m. local time this morning. We shared video acquired by Fox 26 Houston with you, showing that the wing of the plane caught on fire, and in that video you heard a flight attendant asking for passengers to stay in their seats. One of those passengers pushing back, saying, "It's on fire." Now, some passengers did have to use the emergency slide to get off the plane. That's according to the Houston Fire Department. No injuries were reported, and the FAA currently investigating the situation. I also wanted to share this with you. This is a statement from the spokesperson of the FAA on this incident, saying, quote, "The crew of United Airlines Flight 1382 safely aborted its takeoff from the George Bush Intercontinental Houston Airport in Texas due to a reported engine issue at around 8:35 a.m. local time on Sunday. Passengers deplaned on the runway and were bused to the terminal. The Airbus A319 was flying to LaGuardia Airport in New York. The FAA will investigate, contact the airline for additional information." So some breaking news coming into our live now from Fox's studios right here as we are taking a live look of Houston, Texas, after a United plane caught fire at the airport. One of the wings apparently caught fire. Everyone on board evacuated, and no reported injuries at this time. Any new information, we of course will bring that to you right here on Live Now from Fox.
Check on your people in Houston. Oh, that's the funding freeze. Yeah, that's kind of heavy to me. Back to back, several incidents just in Unified with these planes.
We are following some break.
I don't know how they can explain that. All of a sudden, his arms. Yeah, that Elon and everything catching fire. I didn't really touch on the Philly thing, the aftermath of that. I mean, the Philly crash, the aftermath of that. Yeah, I'm beginning to think Houston flight. I'm beginning to think.
A video captured the terrifying moments a plane engine appears to catch fire just after taking off from a Houston airport. Video captured the terrifying moments a plane engine appears to catch fire just after taking off from a Houston airport. Nobody was injured, thankfully, but video shows vehicles rushing to the plane to help evacuate taking off from a Houston airport. Nobody was injured, thankfully, but video shows vehicles rushing to the plane to help evacuate the passengers on board. According to United Airlines, the pilot stopped the takeoff just before 8:30 this morning after getting an engine warning. The FAA says it was because of an engine issue, and they are still investigating this incident. And investigators are still trying to pinpoint the cause of two separate fatal air crashes that happened just 2 days apart. Crews are still gathering debris from the wreckage of a small plane that crashed into a Philadelphia neighborhood moments after taking off on Friday. 7 people are dead and at least 22 are injured. Meanwhile, the NTSB is still investigating the deadly mid-air collision between a passenger jet and a military helicopter in D.C. that killed 67 people. Investigators now say data is showing differing numbers on where exactly the crash occurred in the sky. They're still working to verify the correct data.
Elevate your living space with the sacred hidden
Let's move on. Yeah, so let's go over to Shandi. So who? AunTeaFee Shandi. Was it a knee? It was a knee a couple of days ago, right? And now he back in jail last night. What's going on with Shandi? You trying to get a taste of freedom. Him trying to get a taste of freedom on the cool. Yeah, Nancy Grace said Diddy knife attack. Okay, so let's listen to this and then we go listen to that. Is that all right, tea sippers? I'm talking to my tea sippers. Is that all right? Check on your people in Houston. Tea sippers, are you with me? Oh yeah, we sipping tea and going up. Tea sippers, are you with me? Okay, before I go, I need to know you with me.
Homes reportedly.
Tea sippers. Hey, Kane Life. Okay.
Sean Diddy Combs reportedly underwent treatment in a hospital as he continues to await trial on sex trafficking charges. According to page 6, the 55-year-old was transported from Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, the federal prison where he was sent following his September arrest, late January 30th to undergo an MRI and was then soon returned to police custody later that night. The outlet cites a source as saying that the medical scan was authorized because his knee was bothering him. E! News has reached out to reps for Diddy and the Federal Bureau of Prisons for comment and has not heard back. The Grammy winner's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, tells TMZ, quote, "I cannot comment on anything related to prisoner movements. Also, I'm not commenting on anything related to possible medical issues." Diddy had shared in a since deleted
How many folk you know that's in jail for any reason who will come up with feet ache, back ache, butt aches, and all of that type of shit there, and they got to go to the nurses' ward in their jail? So he could say something is aching and they gonna rush his ass to a hospital? Or he got an MRI? Okay, how many folk y'all know in jail can get an MRI? Cause he wants some real food and not the prison food. Let's listen.
Instagram post in 2017 that he had undergone his third knee surgery in a year. The Federal Bureau of Prisons has neither confirmed nor denied the reports about Diddy's hospital visit. A spokesperson for the government agency tells the New York Post, quote, "For privacy, safety, and security reasons, we do not comment on the conditions of confinement for anyone in our custody to include medical status or medical trips." The hospital visit allegedly took place hours after federal prosecutors filed a new criminal indictment against the rap mogul, accusing him of coercing 2 additional women into commercial sex acts.
Oh, hold on. So he got some new charges? And he created an ailment to go to the... Is that what I just heard? Hold on, wait, what?
Women into commercial sex acts.
Prostitute.
No additional charges.
Listen, I ain't never heard of no dang a commercial. Commercial. What is commercial about? So you forced them into selling themselves? You know, that commercial work and stuff, that didn't come up until Diddy got. So you forced them into prostitution. So you still trafficking. And then after you got hit with some more charges, then you said, "Oh, I can't breathe. I can't walk. My back is itching. My pants too tight. My jeans is itching from the left to the right. Left power. Yo, daddy needs." I mean, you started. Okay, let's listen.
And against the rap mogul, accusing him of coercing 2 additional. After federal prosecutors filed a new criminal indictment against the rap mogul, accusing him of coercing 2 additional women into commercial sex acts. No additional charges are included in the new filing, as the original September indictment had referenced 1 female victim.
Oh, he needs some more, baby.
His lawyer has accused the prosecutors of making a major error in the new indictment. In a statement to E! News January 30th, he says, quote, "The prosecution's theory remains flawed. The government has added the ridiculous theory that 2 of Mr. Combs' former girlfriends were not girlfriends at all, but were prostitutes."
There we go. There we go. Because you know, Shondi, you know, deep down inside, on the inside, you don't, on the backside, or deep down on the backside. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. You know good and dang well you do not like women. You like Chauncey. You and Sean C have a love affair. You do not like women. Okay? You like the illusion of having a dime piece or a trophy on your arm, but you like to bend over backwards. For men. Okay? Let's be clear. Oh my goodness, you know you don't like women. Stop that.
E! News, January 30th. He says, quote, the prosecution's theory remains flawed. The government has added the ridiculous theory that two of Mr. Combs's former girlfriends were not girlfriends at all, but were prostitutes.
And I wonder which former girlfriends they talking about. Huh? Which former girlfriends are they saying are hookers? Yeah. And why you mad? Cause Bubba, he trying to force you cause Bubba ain't that ain't who you want. Oh, okay. You miss Sean C. You miss Sean C. It's something about them Seans, ain't it? Let's go.
Indictment. In a statement to E! News, January 30th, he says, quote, the prosecution's theory remains flawed. The government has added the ridiculous theory that two of Mr. Combs's former girlfriends were not girlfriends at all, but were prostitutes. Diddy has denied all of the charges against him, and his trial is set to begin May 5th.
Baby, your butt is in trouble. Your ass is in trouble. Your ass in trouble, baby. They still coming for you. They still coming for you, Shondi.
And could reactivate.
With Mochi Health, I've lost 30 pounds.
I saw old Willie D. Let me see what Willie D said. What's talking?
Think you are not at risk for shingles?
I don't know about no shingles. Where is Willie D? Willie D said something earlier. Let me check out Willie D, because Willie D, he said something too. He said something.
Discriminate. They do.
Hold on, before I go over to that other one, where Nancy, Nancy can't stand him. I mean, ain't no telling where she finna stay fly at the mile. What is it? Let me find Willie D.
Yeah. 0.62 deaths sometime.
Shout out to Willie D. Let me handle this. Go right. Willie D, what you gotta say about your homie? Let me try to hit the like button. Hey, Patricia. He don't like his, ooh. You don't like your options. You want them to change some things up. Let's listen.
Into a Brooklyn hospital last. As Diddy was taken to a Brooklyn hospital last week.
No, he's saying last
from the
week.
Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn for pain.
Pain?
Yeah, it's saying that he has
pain
in his knee, and this pain has been persistent for some time. Years.
So he went in. Okay, so is it because he was on his knees?
Diddy is being held.
Am I finding too much humor in this? How can you have forced people, women, kids, men, A man going in thinking he been with a woman, and then somehow the woman leave and the man comes in, and next thing you know, a man is fooling with a man and he don't even know it. Then you got kids, you slipping shit in baby oil, some drug. I mean, you doing all of this, and you telling me you you got 10,000 bottles of baby oil sliding in and out easily, and you telling me you can't take the way you beat Meek Mills back in, all the way in. That shit damn near came out his navel, and you trying to tell me you can't handle no pain? You lying to me? Don't you stay on your knees? Don't you like that song? You make me weak at the knees. I mean, what? And you getting some type of special privileges in jail cause your knee hurt? Oh, okay. I mean, I ain't never heard of such. You don't like the fact that they banging that ass the way you was banging that ass, and you done came up with that, everything. Did it escape? Hide your husband, hide the baby, hide your damn baby all, Shit.
And this pain has been persistent.
In your knee.
Pain. Yeah, it's saying that he had some pain
that butter booty
in his knee, and this pain has been persistent for some time, years.
Yeah, he been doing things. Yeah,
on sex trafficking charges. He has a trial date coming up in May, where he is going to be facing a plethora of accusers.
As much as you've been on your knees, man, down with that.
Well, depending on who you ask, it may not be important, but I saw an angle here to give you guys some news you can use.
Well, come on with it.
And instructions to help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. You see, Diddy was in pain, and Diddy got help because he's Diddy. There's a lot of people that are...
I did say that, didn't you, Keisha? Well, he don't look like it was going to come up out of his mouth. So the closest exit potential, it was the navel. I ain't had no more options. His joints hurt. No, baby. Oh, okay. Okay, baby is not on the commissary list, so he don't have no form. Oh, so he feeling all of that. He don't have no numbing. He don't have no numbing all. So they making him take all of that. Take that. He can't slip and slide no more. He ain't got no booty butter. They knocked that ass down when he was trying to get that soap. Made him hit. Yeah, on your knees. You know how they be talking all aggressive and shit. Putting them dumb bars on your neck out there on the yard. Let them know. Applying that pressure on their neck. Yeah, they making him feel what he gave. I bet you Meek Mills called some of his prison buddies and said, tie that nigga up. Yeah. So really, Yeah, okay, I can dig it. Let's go. Let's go.
He was in pain, and Diddy got
in pain
because he's Diddy.
Hell no. He gets
an angle here to give you guys some news you can use, some information and instructions to help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. You see, Diddy was in pain, and Diddy got help because he's Diddy.
Got help because he's Diddy.
There's a lot of people that are being held in jails and detention centers, prisons, all over this country.
Facts.
Who cry for help every day. Somebody now is in pain. Somebody is crying right now. Somebody is in desperate need of medical attention, and they're not.
They need pain and lubricant. They need some of that Vaseline to put over their wound. They need some what's that antibiotic gel? Neosporin.
Getting it. And they, unfortunately, some of them at least, are going to die.
Facts. Because they are in pain.
And police custody.
Facts.
And the number of people who are injured or ends up dying in police custody would blow your mind. The Justice Department's independent watchdog released its final report on hundreds of inmates' deaths while in federal prisons, finding operational and managerial deficiencies contributed to unsafe conditions prior to many of the deaths. Family, that's fed. Imagine what it looks like on a state and local level. In the feds, it's typically, like a country club, depending on what level. You do have max, but feds, even on the max, when you compare federal max to state max, it's two different levels. State max is wild. It's the wild, wild west, man. Now check this out, fam. The Justice Department's Office of the Inspector General did not say specifically an exact number that it attributed to the deficiencies, only saying they were found in a number of the deaths. The report examined 344 inmate deaths that took place over 8 years, beginning in the 2014 fiscal year. It examined suicides, homicides, accidents, and deaths resulting from unknown factors. Healthcare-associated deaths were omitted. Now, why would they omit healthcare-associated deaths? It's got to be high. That's why they omitted it, because it's already bad in the free world. Medical malpractice is running rampant in the free world. Imagine what it's like in jails, in prisons, detention centers, where the quality of the healthcare professionals are not all that great. The excellence expectation is not all that great. Imagine this is a place where pretty much if you go to the doctor and you die, especially if they're trying to so-called save your life, you die, man, ain't no questions gonna be asked. I don't even remember a time where I've seen some healthcare facility or associated healthcare facility being sued because an inmate experienced malpractice. I do not recall that ever. Inmate on inmate violence is a real thing.
What's the real thing?
They do hurt each other. They do kill each other.
What is that?
But sometimes the police imagine what it's like in jails, in prisons, detention centers, where the quality of the healthcare professionals are not all that great. The excellence expectation is not all that great. Imagine this is a place where pretty much if you go to the doctor and you die, especially if they're trying to so-called save your life, you die, man, ain't no questions gonna be asked. I don't even remember a time where I've seen some healthcare facility or associated healthcare facility.
Oh, somebody send me some
being sued because an inmate experienced malpractice. I do not.
Oh, Patricia, thank you for the jewels.
I do not recall that ever. Inmate on inmate violence is a real thing. They do hurt each other. They do kill each other. But sometimes the police hurt inmates and kill them.
Why he telling us
and
this?
Cover it up.
Oh, Lord.
But here's something else to think
He
about.
trying to tell us the type of danger he is.
A lot of times, people die just because they can't get access to their medication. And sometimes the police is involved with holding back that medication, not allowing them to get to that medication.
Yeah, that happen all the time.
Let's go specifically to the jails around America. Let's talk about the mortality rate. Wow. On average, about 1.40 deaths occur annually.
Okay, so T-Sippers, there's a shooting going on in Whitehaven on Palmer off of Elvis P. Lease. Multiple people shot right now, going on right now. Check on your people. Memphis, check on your people. Blackwood News over here, right here. Where the volume? Oh, he ain't got no volume, but check on your people. Something is popping off right now. On Elvis Presley, and what did he say? I don't know why he ain't got no volume though. Palmer Street and off of Elvis Presley. So check on your people. Let's finish this.
Per 1,000 incarcerated people, about 0.62 deaths per 1,000 incarcerated.
Check on your people. Let's go.
People were illness-related deaths. 0.53 were suicides, and 0.15 were acute drug or alcohol-related deaths. accidents or homicides were less common, 0.03.
How they gonna have alcohol in jail?
I don't believe that data whatsoever. I'm seeing just in Harris County Jail where I'm at, people getting their heads knocked off, people dying mysteriously while in police custody.
Why is he telling us this about Diddy?
Happen in prisons from Texas to Louisiana to New York, California, to Arizona, Oklahoma, Utah. Mysterious deaths while in custody. So I'm not buying the data. I'm not buying it.
What you think?
And let me tell you something for all of you people out there, you goody two-shoes who ain't never been in trouble and ain't gonna get in trouble and ain't never had a really, really close family member to you be accused of something and had to go to prison. Let me tell you something, you better pray. You better pray that it doesn't happen. Because if it do, you will see things differently. A lot of times in this life that we live, we don't care about things until they directly impact our own lives. So
what does that have to do with
what's going on in these prisons actually affect everybody? It has a domino effect. Anybody can end up in
Willie D. I don't want to.
Police custody.
We ain't talking about police custody, Willie D. Come on now. We talking about Sean D, who played with kids, who took people's booty and cootie. He made a deal with the devil. So we ain't talking about other people, regular people, our family members. We're talking about a person who victimized a lot of people at different ages. So what does this have to do with him going to... So now you want us to feel sorry for Diddy because somebody did to Diddy what he did to others? Possibly, maybe. Hell, if you know you got knee problems, then and you don't want to go to jail, stop doing shit that's gonna put your ass in jail where you ain't gonna be able to get medical attention and shit. You gonna have to deal with what comes with it. Stop putting yourself making choices where your meals ain't the normal meals you like to eat. You reckon he didn't think about none of his knees and his belly and his hair and his skin and all that shit when he was stealing people's booty and cootie, tampering with kids and shit? Oh no, he don't get no pass from me. He don't get no pass. Sorry, I'm gonna hear you out, buddy, but he don't get no pass from me.
If you were riding down the street and you just get an overzealous police officer, you could end up in jail.
Willie, I can't stomach you no more. You are making it. Did you go to some of them Diddy parties? Huh? Did you go to the freak house? Cause you making excuses for Diddy. You done went to police brutality, and we talking about you done went from his knees to everything else in jail. He should have thought about that when he was doing what he was doing. Did you go to them parties, Willie D? You got me looking at you funny. Huh? Yeah. No. You ain't no fun boy, is you? Yeah, let me get on back over to Nancy Gray, cause you they don't have nothing to do with nothing. No. He played with kids. He beat women. He beat hell. Well, did he beat the men too? I don't know, but he gets no pass from me. He can have a cycle every day as far as
Why are you not
concerned.
investing in tax
Oh,
loans?
what?
No, seriously. Why are you not investing into one of the most incredible real estate?
Breaking news tonight.
Bubba can make that nigga have a period every day. Every day. Cause he was brutally forcing kids, men and women, boys and girls. Yeah, no, he don't get no pass. Now, Nancy, now I typically don't watch you. Girl, what are you talking about? I know you don't like Diddy. But what are you talking about? Diddy knife attack. Victim ambushed Combs with knife after alleged assault. Nancy Grace, Lord. I ain't heard this. Has anybody else heard this? It's Nancy Grace pulling our leg. Is this the reason why he faking and shit? How long ago was this? Let me check the date on this, cause Nancy, 2 days ago. 2 days ago. So is this the real reason why that ass is rushed to the hospital? That's listening to Nancy. That's listening to Nancy.
Tonight, a Diddy.
Cause that what Willie D was saying. He said niece. And then he started talking about police brutality. Is he saying that the police beat him up? What? But anyway, let's listen to Nancy. Let's listen to her. Let's go.
Knife attack, that's right. A victim describes ambushing Combs with a knife, attacking him with a knife after he allegedly her. And Diddy paranoia? Now Diddy claiming prosecutors are in disguise, spying on him in his jail cell, as he claims, "I'm not a monster," as he files a $50 million lawsuit against a witness. Now think about it. JFK, RFK, MLK, and Diddy? Yes. Demands mounting for the secret Diddy files to be released. Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. Thank you for being
Then why
with
that
us.
eyebrow way over there?
Diddy hits back. A $50 million defamation suit filed by
That's
the
a
music
girlfriend.
mogul against grand jury witness who claims to have infamous freak-off tapes.
Lawsuit. I want to talk about a Diddy knife attack. An alleged victim claims she was gang at
Okay,
the
so this
hands
ain't
of
about
Diddy.
jail.
A revenge after she brings up Tupac Shakur's murder. And
oh, okay, so this ain't about.
Says she goes to stab Diddy. Straight out to crimeonline.com investigative reporter Sydney Sumner. What happened?
Nancy, that's correct. Ashley Parham claims that she was attacked at a friend's home. She made this comment to a friend, a man she was kind of seeing, and she claims he lured her to his home, knowing that Diddy and these other men would be there and attack her. So she claims
Okay, I don't want to hear this.
attacked her viciously with a TV remote. And
He
after
attacked
that
her with a
attack,
remote?
she claims all of the men who were involved.
Nope. That ain't what I'm here for today. She called the police too. You heard this before? With a remote? He attacked her with a remote? Yeah, I ain't never heard this. I'm trying to understand why he in the hospital, why he
Pat says she goes to stab Diddy. Straight out to crimeonline.com, investigative reporter Sydney Sumner. What happened?
Nancy, that's correct. Ashley Parham claimed that she was attacked at a friend's house. She made this comment to a friend, a man she was kind of seeing, and she claimed he lured her to his home, knowing that Diddy and these other men would be there and attack her. So she claimed Diddy attacked her viciously with a TV remote. And after that attack, she claims all of the men who were involved acted like nothing happened. He walked out into the backyard of this home, found Diddy and his associates smoking casually in the backyard. He makes a comment to her, "I'm surprised you can walk." What? He claims that he drugged her like a horse. And she had already armed herself with a kitchen knife because she's in fear. She couldn't find her clothes, she couldn't find her purse, her cell phone, and she's at this man's house that she doesn't know very well. So she arms herself with a kitchen knife. She confronts these men out in the backyard, and with Diddy's comments to her, she was angry, and she attacked him with a knife. She claims that he begged for his life, he was scared, and this thought just came to her, like, this is so insane, this is so crazy, I can't do this. So instead of stabbing him, she takes off running to a neighbor's house, and that neighbor then called law enforcement.
Joining me, Lynn Shaw, founder and director of Lynn's Warriors. Their sole effort as a non-profit is to stop sex trafficking.
I knew that I wasn't in good health. Then one day I went to get my blood work.
Victims. You know, Lynn Shaw, when I hear that, my blood boils because I have investigated and prosecuted so many cases, vicious cases for.
Let me listen to this before I go to something else. Let me see what this one is saying. Baby, he done pissed these folks off. You hear me? Let me see what this guy's saying.
Breaking news, everyone. Diddy has been rushed to the hospital. Sean P. Diddy Combs, New York City. He's held at the Metropolitan Detention Center, federal custody. He was rushed to the hospital in the middle of the night. What was he rushed to the hospital for? Is it something legit? Or is he scamming? We're hearing MRI, he had an issue with his knee. We're hearing that it wasn't a fight. We're hearing not attempted suicide or anything to do with, getting involved with an inmate. Fight, altercation, anything like that. We've been covering P. Diddy on JLR Investigates, and this guy right here, I suspected, since he's been, denied bond numerous times, the only option he has next is to claim that his mental or medical state is deteriorating.
A lot of people
to justify another bond hearing. Is that what's
a lot of
going
people
on
sick
here
in there
with P. Diddy Combs? I'm going to share some information about Diddy, about this rushed to the hospital, and then we'll further discuss. Check it out. This is a report from the Daily Mail. Diddy is rushed to hospital in the middle of the night. Sean Diddy Combs was taken to the hospital from his federal prison cell on Thursday night. Sources have revealed
The disgraced mogul is currently locked up in the notorious Metropolitan Detention Center awaiting trial for numerous sex crimes, was rushed to a hospital late at night. Combs received an MRI at Brooklyn Hospital because his knee was bothering him.
I think his ass was hurt.
And the trip occurred at 10 p.m. to avoid any speculation.
I think his ass
The source clarified that a jail altercation or fight was not the reason for Diddy's latest hospital trip, adding that it was just an old injury that was bothering him. Combs did not stay at the medical facility overnight and was taken back to a cell after the MRI concluded.
Ain't shit wrong
What
with
is
it.
going on here, folks? Does he have a knee issue?
He got arthritis from always on his knees.
Ruse and a scheme, or using prior injuries as an excuse to get out of his cell.
Everybody got a prior injury.
Use this moving forward to say that he's not getting the proper medical treatment in prison to justify bail or release. Remains to be seen. Let me know what you think. Sean Diddy Combs recovering in hospital following knee surgery. They say
that was a long time ago.
Run again. Sean Diddy Combs, seen here in the hospital with a big teddy bear, is on the mend. The rapper and entrepreneur, 47, shared a series of hospital photos on social media Thursday evening, announcing to fans and followers that he was recovering from knee surgery. Just had my final knee surgery. They said I'd never run again. I said the devil is a liar.
So you calling yourself a liar?
This was in 2007.
Did he just call himself a liar? Look at here, y'all. I can't play with Diddy. So you know you have a bad knee. You've
just had my final knee surgery. They said I'd never run again. I said the devil is a liar.
Okay. He planning an escape. I don't know. Okay, so one more thing I saw, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Earlier, I talked about O-Block, Louie. And then I saw the family talk about it. I didn't watch it. We're going to watch it together and we're going to call it a night. Because that man got shot in the head.
Dip and dip some more. Our chicken tenders are sure to delight with every bite.
Happy birthday, Marty. Oh, no, you don't. Let me get this.
Thanks.
You're too kind. I've heard that.
Unlimited 2% cash back. The Wells Fargo Active Cash Credit Card.
Big chap say about him.
Block Louie. If you don't know who old Block Louie is, old Block Louie was shot along with King Von in Atlanta that night. Matter of fact, old Block Louie.
Oh, that's what he looked like before he got shot.
Lucky to live that night, fam, because he was shot in the head. There's been a lot of speculation about old Block Louie being shot in the head by the Atlanta cops. There was a lot of shooting going on that night, and not only concerning King Von and Lil Tim, but it got to be a spiral of things that went on. So everybody, including the cops, on other individuals getting shot throughout this ordeal. Now, old Block Louie went to Vlad TV, a few more places here recently, and he was speaking, on situations, pretty much how it happened that night, seemed in good spirits. Not too long after that, new reports come in, old Block Louie arrested in Atlanta for a body. Now, I did reports on that, him arrested for the body or whatever. So I'm like, man, there was a lot going on with this old Block, thing. Like, these dudes will take it just like Dirk took it to LA. King Von take it to Atlanta. Like, a lot of people, when they out of town, they kind of, not check in, but they'll be around. But these individuals just around themselves and going to other cities and was trying to destroy them. Fast forward, we got new reports on old Block Louie, and old Block Louie fam have passed away. Reports ain't saying the reasons that old Block Louie passed away, he dead, right? For old Block Louie to survive this headshot, get a murder charge on you after you survive the headshot, now you gone. Even before that even happened to old Block being, passing on this level, he already had took a loss with the people that was around him, King Von and all. It was just a big loss. King Von gone. I got shot in the head. Like, we just lost all the way around the woods. And I want you to stick with me on this video when it comes to loss, fam, because this is what it is in the streets. If you look at old Block, all the way around the wood, it's just been total loss. If you look at Chicago, fam, when it comes to LBG Duck, 63rd, everything been a total loss. If you look in my neighborhood, your neighborhood, everything is a total loss in the end. Life's taken with death and life's taken with prison. I hated to see this go on with old Block Louie because I could tell that he was loyal to King Von. These dudes be some real young dudes, man, that be loyal to the people that they're around, but they end up being loyal to the wrong people that's taken to their grave, man, or get shot in the head or get them 100 years. I I want you YGs to understand what's going on with Old Block, Louie, King, Dirty. All the rest of it is what's gonna go on with you if you don't slow your roll, family. And I know you have heard that from your parents and all these different things, but I'm telling you, as a ex-West Ross Pyru OG that been in the streets with the shooting and different things all the way around, this is the game, fam, that you can't win. You rather playing the game that you can win in. Why playing the game when it ain't nothing but losses? Why playing the game?
Oh, he look totally different. Well, not totally.
This is ignorance in our community, and this is what's going on. King Von, when it come to that situation, King Von ran up on that man, not knowing what the business is, playing the offense. All you dudes that's out there like playing the offense, you're not in a good position, homie. It's best to play the defense at all times. That way when it comes to you, you prepared for it. You playing the offense, you just swinging off the rim like King Von, just thinking off the bracket. You ain't even thinking. And then boom, pop, you get killed. Then the thing is, you YGs, a lot of y'all got careers, bro. You got ways of changing your family life, your mother life, all these different things, your kids.
Chris, you care because you making comments about it. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be in the comment section. You keep your mouth shut or your fingers still. So you, obviously you care. Yeah. And if you don't care, then just shut up, sit back and listen, or go somewhere else, Chris. Okay? Chris. Are we clear? Chris. 46 subscribers, Chris. Yeah. Okay. So sit back, shut up, or go. Okay. Hey, Pretty Nova. No. Okay. Y'all gonna learn how to be guests. Yeah. Now, where was I?
Why is you steadily letting the stronghold of the streets?
Hey, Antonio.
The same with King Von, letting the stronghold of the streets take it over. The world is rocking with you, fam. This is something that people would die to get in position for.
Attention retirees, if you're willing to be at your computer from 9 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. on most...
But the streetness behind these records, the drill records and everything individuals putting down, you had to do some real shit in the streets to make a real drill music. This is the curveball. Back when, I was rapping, like coming up in the game, we told real stories in our music also, but it wasn't like they doing right now. They talking about what they just did yesterday.
And don't want to be used in court.
Go do tomorrow. Incriminating themselves in the process, fam, of selling these records and getting money.
Bragging, but don't want to get...
Now, Old Block Louie, his kids, his family, whatever the case might be, mother and everything, that's just a big loss for them to see you in the hospital bed, fam. And you've been shot in the head for another man. And then you come up out of that situation you get arrested on the murder charge. Now you dead. You out of there. That's a lot of emotions are open up and down that you took your parents through, fam, that we take our parents through. Think about that. You not only suffer when you suffer, your kids suffer, your family suffer, the people that love you suffer. The niggas that's around you that claiming your homeboy, they not gonna suffer, they gonna keep moving. They gonna say RP and all that, but they gonna do that for clout. To look good in front of women and to look good in the streets to say they got a dead homie. Don't you know how many people out here just ripping off their dead homies, fam?
Wow.
Waiting on them to die so they can say they got another dead homie to rip off of and look cool. Most of you dudes like Louie that's willing to sacrifice yourself for your partner, they not really gonna do that for you, fam. That's why you getting used when you the shooter and like Louie and the one that's really down. Because everybody is playing the game. King Von was a real demon, fam. Like straight up. And I went like a gap, not rocking with the YG because everybody is playing the game. King Von was a real demon, man. Like straight up.
He was a serial
and
killer.
I went like a gap, not rocking with the YG music like that. I started doing YouTube and tapping back in. I go through history on those Chicago dudes. They was on a whole new different level in a different time, fam. I'm talking about some real demon time to where, you know, you to catch one body, you was a killer or something coming up out of prison. But if you ain't got 2 or 3 of them coming out of Chicago, you had to be a serial killer. That's the only way that they were gonna respect you. Imagine the pressure on the YGs, fam. You to tell me I gotta catch 2 bodies to be a G. You feel what I'm saying? This is what's going on. If you look at King Von name right now, his demon spirit still live on with the drill rappers and a lot of people, a lot of bloggers amongst the community every day. King Von, King Von. Matter of fact, the places that he was incarcerated, fam, they are on demon time where all type of jail footage is coming out with people that was working in the jail with King Von.
Yeah, I do know he played like he liked same sex to go in PC. I did see that. Yeah. Last thing before we go, let's check out the family. What he's saying about Old Block Louie. Y'all please hit the like button. Shout out to the family. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. Nobody, what do you say? Nobody wins.
He wins when the family feels
is being charged with attempted murder for shooting Little Tim. Or should I say Lil Tim? They always get mad at me in the comments.
Man, I don't listen, man. Everybody was shooting each other that night. Y'all want to come back and get this? This man dead. Bond lost his life. Y'all let this man off. Why was y'all even messing with food? That man got a half a head, and that's this big, watermelon on his shit, and y'all want to mess with this man. Man, let that man, y'all would have just, hey, listen, if I was the DA, I'd be like, man, look at that man's head, man. Leave that man alone, man.
Shot fired! Shot fired! Shot fired! We got one man with the gun! Put the gun down! Put the gun! Corner. And
and I see the gun in his hand. He just starts shooting into the crowd.
Is this a different man?
At that point, I shoot him. I just thought it was gonna be a regular day, like it always be. But evidently, things went wrong. He lost his life. Slutty lost his life. And I mean, I guess I'm here to talk about it. A lot of more people say they got shot, but I'm just saying from what I know.
How was Vaughn acting that day? Was he being himself or was he acting abnormal?
Vaughn gonna always be himself, but I don't know. It just seems like a regular day. I don't know if it seems like a regular day to him, but I thought it was just gonna be a regular day, but evidently it went sideways. Within the last 24 hours of me doing this video, a Chicago man has lost his life. Nearly 4 years after being one of 6 people shot after a horrific night in Atlanta between 2 groups that allegedly involved each group leader, leaving 1 DOA. But on that night, it wasn't just gunshots from those 2 groups. According to court records, there was more shots coming from local police, the Atlanta Police Department, having one officer shoot a man in the head who go by the name of Louie, leaving him with a permanent dent in his head, having some of his enemies and so-called ops make fun of his condition.
Louie.
Louie bullshit, cause it's marshmallow head on Diddy, King David.
He got shot in the head.
That's fucked up that you got a disability behind losing your friend. It's insane.
When Vaughn got shot, Louie pulled out a gun and tried to shoot Quando, and the gun jammed, and that's when the shooting started with the police. I don't know whether he doesn't remember or whether he just doesn't want to say what he did that night, just in case he might get charged with something later on.
The police shot him in the head, too.
Shot him, exactly.
So he probably don't want to say nothing that's gonna fuck up his lawsuit money either.
Well, yeah, if he's suing.
You know he's suing, bro. They broke his head or not. The bag dead. You know they need at least $1 million. But old Block Louie being shot in the head by the police is no laughing matter. God gave him 4 more years to tell his story, being one of the last man standing. Today we go over that story. We pay our respects, and we see what led up to this man being shot by the police. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Now as mentioned, it seemed his condition allegedly played a role in him losing his life. This is a man who had over 10 surgeries on his head since the shooting. Not to mention, 3 months ago, he was arrested for this shoot. Almost 4 years later, for allegedly shooting the man that killed his best friend. But to get to this point, we gotta take it back to the neighborhood that raised Block Louie. The famous neighborhood called O-Block, located in Chicago, Illinois. Has become the world's most infamous neighborhood since the early 2010s. During the beginning of the drill rap era, as Chief Keef became the face, and the rest was history.
What do you guys want to say to people out there that are curious about O-Block? What it's like growing up here, living here?
People might think it's a bad environment, but it's actually fun down here.
It's a good community?
Yeah. They be trying to do everything they can do to keep us out the streets.
Don't judge a book by its cover. They gonna see the buildings and look, they gonna be like, I ain't going in there, it's bad and that, oh, but then when you come into this bitch, motherfuckers see how we connect. And how we be all chilling and shit, motherfucker, you wanna hang.
Now since then, more people has managed to make a public career out of a neighborhood than any average Section 8 housing complex in America because of the stories that come from behind those gates.
The whole
some of the audience
so
who
sad.
hear these stories are handed from some of their favorite rappers.
One artist, of course, being Chief Keef, but after him, it was a man who went by the name of Davon Bennett, aka King Von.
I make shit shake up in broad day. No face and no cake, learned that the hard.
This was a man, by all accounts, was living his raps. And when King Von was asked about Chief Keef, his answers was rocky, but the love was always there. And with Chief Keef moving and living in California, people deemed King Von as the new face of O Block. But King Von's rise to fame was abruptly cut after an altercation ensued at a local hookah lounge he wasn't even paid to be at. Now, King Von had a tight-knitted crew he would hang with from his neighborhood in Chicago, even when he hit the road out of town. Most notable was a guy named Boss Top, a once close affiliate to Chief Keef, Marcus Smart, aka Muwak, Kevin Jones, aka O Block Louie, and Mark Black, aka O Block Slutty. And King Von was also big on loyalty, even once seen in the video with his then girlfriend Asia Doll, handing out over 100K to even some of the homies we just mentioned while they was inside an apartment in O Block.
So tell me what you did when you got your first big check.
My first big check was 100,000. I gave my homie them 10,000. They told me like, get everybody out the way with the 100,000. Okay. So I sit on my mama, gave her some money. Gave my homie them some money. Got a little chain and shit.
But after one night in November in 2020, it seems like a snap of a finger. Everything would end. November 6, 2020, Monaco Hookah Lounge. It was a shooting that took place on a Friday, and a total of 6 people were shot, with 2 being deceased. The 2 deceased persons was Davon Bennett, aka King Von 26, and Mark Blake, aka Slutty 34. May they both rest in peace. I love and condolences to their families. Now, according to the preliminary investigation, it said that on Friday, November 6, 2020, at around 4 a.m., the GBI was requested to investigate an officer-involved shooting at the Monaco Hookah Lounge in Atlanta, Georgia. The preliminary investigation also suggests that Davon Bennett, aka King Von, and a group of men left Opium nightclub and went to Monaco Hookah Lounge on 255 Trinity Avenue. Once there, 2 men approached another group who was identified as Quando Rondo at the parking lot. The 2 group of men started to argue with each other, and the argument quickly escalated to gunfire between the 2 groups.
New at 5:30, there are so many questions on social media surrounding a shooting downtown that killed Chicago rapper King Von and another man. 11 Alive's Latasha Gibbons has the latest on the investigation tonight.
It's been almost a week since rapper King Von was shot and killed in Atlanta. His death has been a trending topic ever since then. Right now, GBI and APD are both investigating different segments of this case, leading to the arrest of 2 more people. Police say 26-year-old rapper King Von, whose real name is Davon Bennett, was one of 6 people shot last Friday near Trinity Avenue. Investigators say King Von and 34-year-old Mark Blakely both died after a shootout between 2 groups of men, but police say the arrest of 22-year-old Timothy Leaks completes the investigation into King Von's murder. But they have not said who was responsible for Blakely's death and for shooting the other victims. In a previous interview, APD says 2 officers responded to the altercation and both fired their weapons, but they didn't know yet if they shot or injured anyone.
We know that they're fired and there's a high probability, but we want to again be sure.
King Von's manager who goes by 100K Management has done interviews with hip-hop music insiders like DJ
we ain't talking about him.
By a bullet during the gun battle. But he says most of the bullets sprayed that night came from police.
The shooter already came to the same side he was in and shot him and shot myself. Then from there, Vaughn was already on the ground. The police started shooting everything else.
APD requested GBI investigate the officer's use of force in this case, which is common when an officer fires a weapon. But several questions remain, like who are the other surviving victims, who shot them, and what led up to the original confrontation.
There was one additional person that arrived at the hospital who was struck by a vehicle.
And we reached out to King Von's manager and some of his other associates to get their perspective on what happened that night. We'll let you know when we hear back. Right now, Timothy Leaks remains hospitalized, facing several charges, including felony murder.
Now, as mentioned, also O Block Louie was also shot in the head by police. CPS released the body cam footage I can't show through the YouTube guidelines, but check out some pictures. Now, I also want you guys to hear what O Block Louie has said after he was shot in the head. Check it out.
Put your fucking hands up, boy!
Now, I couldn't play that, but I will let you guys hear what the officer had to say about what happened and him shooting O Block Louie the same night of the scene. Check it out.
Just give me a brief understanding of what transpired.
I'm literally sitting in my fucking car. I can't on YouTube. A fight breaks out. A dude hops out the car and immediately just starts shooting. So he starts shooting. I get out the car. I don't know where he went, but a security guard like, there he goes. So I immediately start chasing him on foot. Give him a verbal command, stop. He tosses the gun. I'm trying to secure him. Another male, the guy that I shot, he comes from around the corner. And I see the gun in his hand. He just starts shooting into the crowd. At that point, I shoot him.
Okay. Now that King Von had lost his life, Slutty and Louie get shot in the head after having one altercation with Quando Rondo and his entourage, making one person more famous than his music, a guy who went by the name of Lil Tim, the man who allegedly killed King Von, though some say police did. He would later play key in this video, as he was at first charged with murder, but the case was dropped. And the situation, according to the feds, is also what led to retaliation from the household name Lil Durk, who was right now arrested by the feds, who was also close to King Von and had him signed to his label. But since it's an open case, we're gonna leave it at just there. Also, another figure who was around King Von was Muwa, and he would get arrested after his demise for killing their rival, FBG Duck, from downtown Chicago. But as time goes on, O Block Louie, being the only real survivor of that fatal night in November of 2020, him being shot in the head and blaming police, he started doing interviews and speaking his side. Check out this clip from DJ Vlad as he speak on that fatal night.
What you went through is really unimaginable. And I know that there was probably some nights that you probably wondered if you could make it through because of all the pain and knowing that you're going to have more surgeries and not knowing if you're going to come out of a surgery. You know, because a lot of times, you know, the type of surgeries you guys are, you know, you had to do, those weren't like broken fingers or, you know, a broken leg. They're actually fixing
my head.
Your head and your brain. So was there any brain damage at all?
Nah, I'm surprised it wasn't, but nah, it wasn't really no brain damage.
Okay,
I'm kind of glad it wasn't.
Did the bullet go into your head, or did it get stuck in the skull, or what happened?
I think it just got stuck. Yeah, it just got stuck.
Did they actually have to did they remove the bullet fragments out of your head?
I think it's still a little bit in there.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, was there ever a time where you felt like, man, I can't do this. I just want to check out. I don't want to do any more surgeries. I don't want to go on anymore. This is just too much to bear.
I can't do that because I done came a long way. God done got me too far to even be trying to think like that. So I can't never think like that. When he ready for me, he gonna be ready for me. But I ain't finna just be ready to check out like that. When you ready for me, you ready for me.
Hey man, that's a lot of strength right there. Because a lot of people check out with much more minor situations than yours.
Yeah.
Well, Black Louie, man, I appreciate you coming in and sharing your story. You know, King Von is still a very important figure in hip hop and in Chicago. You know, I'm sorry for what you had to go through in terms of not only what happened to you, but essentially your friend who you were living with and Slutty getting killed that same night, and then also Track getting shot in the legs. It is just a worst possible situation. Over something that honestly didn't even seem like a big deal.
Wasn't about nothing.
The rest of his soul.
Wasn't about nothing. Like seriously, I could imagine if like.
What body was they putting on him? That's what I want to know.
Someone had stolen millions of dollars, or someone had killed your mother, or raped your sister, or something where it's like, all right, like we really have to take care of this because I can't live with myself if I don't somehow make this right. But if it really was over a girl, the pluses so far are outweighed by the minuses that it just doesn't make any sense.
Hey, I just hope that wasn't what it's about either.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Well, Black Louie, man, I wish you a speedy recovery for what you're going through. Are they saying the swelling's going to keep going down, or?
Yeah, it should. It should, but I gotta say, even if it don't go down, man, you just gotta be happy to be here and go on with your life, man. That's it.
So he was recently charged with
it's
a body.
inspirational, honestly. Like talking to you right now and hearing the way you're expressing yourself and the positivity
of the person who died.
Man, there's people who got everything going for them who don't seem like they're as happy as you are right now.
Yeah, man, you gotta stay in that spirit, man. Because if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. So,
yeah, man. Well, listen, I wish you all the best, and keep spreading that story about the positivity, because I know there's someone going through, you know, something similar right now, whether they're a shooting victim or
going through like something health-wise. You know, people have brain cancer and you know, kind of go through after some surgeries.
Recently,
you know, they're seeing you right now and saying, you know something, if he could go through this and have the type of attitude that he's having right now, I need to pick myself up.
And, for sure. And that's what I'm here for.
That's what it is, man. Pleasure to have you on. Wish you all the best.
But it's after these interviews where things start to get more tricky. You see, almost 4 years later, the murder charge against Lord Tim and the demise of King Von was dropped in October 2024. The next month, November 2024, well, O Block Louie would get charged for shooting Lord Tim and get aggravated assault. He was locked up for 4 days in November before getting released on a $10,000 bond. And shortly after, just 3 months later, on the first day of February, it was reported that O Block Louie had lost his life from complications from the same wound he was allegedly shot in by the police. May he rest in peace.
Now I can see that. I can see that. I can see that only because he said that bullet was still in his head. And there is a possibility that bullet moved. And if it's in your brain, now that I can see. Let me hear that one more time. I can see that. Chelsea, have you heard that? Had you heard that, Chelsea? Because that makes sense to me.
Complications from the same wound.
So complications from the same wound. So
it's reported that O Block Louie had lost his life from complications from the same wound he was allegedly shot in by the police. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. And as we wrap this video up, I want to send love and prayers to anyone we might have affected by talking about this video. We also want to send rest in peace to every lost, fallen victim of this video. Fam, it's time for you guys to let me know how you guys feel about it.
Shout out to the fam. I can see that. If that is true, then I can see that that bullet that's still in the fragments. So that bullet is still active. And even with the swelling going down, it's a possibility that that bullet could move in it. Oh yeah. As long as that bullet is there, it can move. They don't like to take it out because you may lose your life, and then there's a possibility that it moves and you can lose your life. I'm not sure, but that is believable to me, because he still had a lot of swelling in 10 surgeries. Okay, y'all, I'm about to shut it down. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all. That's plausible, but it's more to the story, is what your spirit is telling you. Yeah. If we don't want to think that he took his own life, that's way more possible than plausible. That is very possible. And if people do the research on bullets stuck in the head, what are the possibilities of it moving later and being cause of death, we would be surprised. But it remains to be seen. And again, like I said earlier, I will follow it and keep us posted and updated on Block Louie. Okay, y'all have a good night. Please hit the like button on the way out. I will see y'all tomorrow. Is that all right? Thank you. Thank you for all who came through for the second time around. You're welcome, precious. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. AunTeaFee had to get ugly with, what's his name? What was the first one's name? Tyrell B. I should have. Yeah, y'all. Let me see. Better luck next time. That Tyrell B only had 5 subscribers. Yeah, you better think about it. Tyrone, I didn't catch anything this round. I just tuned in to let you know. Okay. Probably, unless some pop off, maybe around 12:15, 12:30. If not, it'll be around 6:30. Okay. Have a good night. Peace.